first idea?
My first idea is about knife crime. Within my documentary, I want to explore why people use knives. Is it because they're in fear of other people? They're trying to protect themselves. Is it in self-defense that they're actually going to intend to use it? I'm going to do mine as the medium's going to be TV, because I feel that I can show a lot more and people can understand a lot more if it's visual to them. I've decided that I'm doing some of the people I'm going to interview are going to be, I'm going to go out, I'm going to find the main area where stabbings are caused the most within London, and I'm going to go to that area and interview people like Vox Pops and see how they feel. And also I want to do the other side of it from the media, because I researched that a lot of people, a lot of young people feel that it's the media that makes them want to carry a knife because they go on about it so much. So I want to look at the media side of it as well. So, yeah.
And how does this idea fit with BBC Media?
Because I want to show people that obviously knife crime needs to stop because it's causing people deaths. So I'm going to inform by inform them and educate other people, or my target audience, by telling them the effects of why, obviously, why young people are carrying knives. So then other people understand why, and they feel that if they feel more safer and they know that not many people are going to start carrying knives, and the knife crime is going to get better. Knife crime is going to stop, rather. Then they're going to know not to carry knives as well, which is going to benefit for everyone. So they're going to feel a lot more safer in the area. And entertain by getting a person who's been a victim of knife crime, or a person who's actually been in possession of a knife, and interview them and ask them how it was carrying the knife, or how it affected them being the victim. Obviously I can't really entertain and show something easily because that's a bit graphic. No one wants to see someone getting stabbed, but yeah. So, yeah.
Do you know anyone who carries a knife?
I know someone from my old school, yeah.
So you can be interviewing them?
I will be.
Do you know anyone who's been stabbed?
I do. Someone know. My friend got stabbed, so yeah. I do.
Lucky you.
Lucky, trust me. I'm the one that had to see it first as well. It was awful. But yeah. It wasn't big, but it was bad. Yeah, so.
What experts would you have to
I think I'm gonna go to a local police station. Or obviously I've got to do more research and find out where the most stabbings take place, in what area in London, and go there, and then go to maybe their local police station and interview a police officer on what they think, so they can give me information and tell me, or give me statistics even about how many people are getting arrested with possession of knives, or how many people have died from knife stabbings in that area.
Do you think it would be a bit risky to do a documentary in the high population area? Because if it's in Hackney or something like that, you could get stabbed yourself.
Oh, please!
Don't worry, David, you can go with her. Fine.
That's horrible. How can you say that? You're going to curse me.
I'm not saying it.
I don't wish to answer that question. I'm joking. But from the research that I've done, the interviews that other people have done for people that have been that have held a knife before, or used a knife, or been attacked by a knife, they've all said that they wouldn't go back to that person because it's not them, and so hopefully I can get that message across to everyone. So all the target audience that watch my documentary, they see it and they notice what's happening, and I give them enough information for that to happen, then it can hopefully gradually reduce knife crime in that area, which is better than going everywhere and then not having enough information. If I go in one area, then I know that then people in that area are gonna listen and watch it because it's within their area, and then the majority of people are gonna stop because they're not gonna know from the information that I've got. It's gonna be like a lot of stabbings.
How would you like get the message across to your higher audience, like your both age groups?
Knife crime doesn't happen a lot with like really young people. I'd say the target audience relating to the brief just fits knife crime because they're the type of ages that carry a knife or are victims of stabbings. So I think that's quite a good age group to base my documentary on anyway.
How does your documentary, how is it different from other documentaries about knife crime?
Because I personally know people. Some people, like in other documentaries, people might interview someone that they've just a random person that they don't personally know.
Yeah.
They just know of that someone's been a victim of stabbing. But I personally know someone, so I can talk to them on a personal level and find out more information from them. Obviously, because they know me, they'd open up a bit more instead of someone you don't know. You don't really tend to open up to. So.
Do you think this idea is viable?
Yeah, definitely, because I have like everything that I've planned, everything that I know that I'm going to do. So yeah, of course. I don't think it's something that it's not like I've got to go out of the country to do it. So I think it's quite cool.
I think you mentioned something in passing a little while ago, which I think is what could make this documentary entirely unique.
What was that?
You were talking about the role of the media in actually propagating the whole thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, if you could focus on that, I think that would be a genuinely, because as I said, we hear lots of pictures about knife crime and things like that, but if you could focus on that, and so everything that you talk about in the documentary is focused on, or you explain what knife crime is, but then you look at the role of the media in helping actually make that problem worse.
Yeah.
If you could focus
On why?
on the role of the media in making it worse. So the media report it, they have all these really sort of big images and you see all this stuff.
But they think they're doing right by it.
But are they
whereas
actually
young
making the
people think
problem
they're
worse?
Making it worse, so yeah.
Because if you say if you're a 15-year-old and you read every day that there's, this person's been stabbed, this person's been stabbed, this person's been stabbed, it somehow makes actually, rather than deterring people from doing it, if you're hearing that it's happening so often, it almost makes carrying a knife acceptable because you read so much about it. So interviewing maybe the people that you were talking about but with that angle on it, and then interviewing a journalist as well and asking them why.
Do you think it'd be like too much for me to do both sides of it? Because obviously I want to know how young people feel.
But asking young people how they feel about, so it's almost like it's like the representation of young people carrying knives, partly that, but then at the same time how the media doing that actually contributes to that issue. And I think that would make for something that was really, really different and really unique. I think we need to sit down and really figure out a really clear idea, especially as soon as me and you seem unable to communicate with each other for more than like sort of 20 minutes without having any idea what's going on. I don't know. But we do need to, if we can come up with a really kind of clear idea, I think if you hang it off that idea in the media though, that really struck something with me. I really liked what you said about it. I know you only said it in passing, but that really struck a chord with me that I think it could really, really be something different. Because then it's almost like a right to reply. So it's a young person saying, well, actually, because the media are all condemning kids for carrying knives and saying how bad it is, and you're like, well, actually, what are you doing that's making this problem worse? Are you making this problem any better, or actually, are you making it worse by reporting it and making it sound like this all the time?